me your first and last name and spell it, please?
Josh Hurst. Joshhurst.
Okay, and then what is your relation to Quincy Byram Hurst Sr.?
He was my grandfather.
Can you give me any historical background on his legacy within Hot Springs?
His legacy was when he returned from the World War II, he actually ran for and was elected as the county judge in Garland County. And to this day, he is the youngest county judge ever in Garland County. He then became an attorney, a practicing attorney here in Hot Springs for a number of years, which he was instrumental in a number of high-profile types of cases. The most probably well-known for was to advocate to approve gambling in Garland County. After practicing law, he then got into politics until he ended his career.
When I was doing some research on him, I saw that there was a historical argument between him and Governor Winthrop Rockefeller in the 1960s. Do you know anything about that?
I'm not sure specifically which argument. There was a number of I'm sure it had to do with probably the issue of gambling in Garland County. He did have a number of high-profile types of issues, for lack of a better term. They were all centered around the gambling. He did receive a lot of conflict with all the gambling back then. At that time, there was what people like to term as organized crime coming to Hot Springs for the gambling, and so there were a lot of opposition to what he was attempting to do, and a lot of that opposition came from governors, senators, and things of that nature. So,
do you have any idea why he was advocating for gambling?
Well, the main reason he was advocating for gambling was that he was born here in Hot Springs, raised in Hot Springs, and he thought that gambling would be very beneficial to Hot Springs and the state of Arkansas as far as economy, jobs, and everything that we actually see now in regards to gambling is what he envisioned back then, and so that's why he was very passionate about trying to bring gambling to Garland County.
You said he was the youngest judge. Do you know what age he was exactly?
19.
I'm going to talk more about your personal life with him as his grandson. What was he like as a grandpa when you were growing up?
Oh, he was a perfect grandfather. Myself and my brothers and sisters and cousins would spend time with he and my grandmother all the time, as much as we could. When I was born, my father and mother lived right next door to him, so I, as a child, saw him just basically on a daily basis. Every year growing up, he and my grandmother would take a certain number of the grandchildren on road trips. Back then, you could travel into Mexico a lot better than you can now, and a lot of times we would travel into Mexico, and so we spent a lot of time together. He was very, very caring, kind, perfect grandfather.
What would you say is your favorite memory or one of your most memorable memories with him?
Probably around when I first started practicing law, just kind of getting to get some advice from him. I would talk to him on a daily basis, just to be able to hear some of his opinions and advice on things that I should do and how I should conduct things, and just kind of, he was an expert, so it was nice to be able to take and use his advice.
Do you think that his career path helped shape your choice to study law?
Oh yeah, most definitely. growing up, and I would see that he, people would come to me all the time. Still to this day, came up to me and compliment me on my grandfather, how he helped people, and I saw how he changed a lot of people's lives and helped them, and that's kind of what drove me into the path of practicing law.
Okay. Outside of your studies in law, in your personal life, what did he teach you? Any life lessons that you've implemented in it?
Well, like I said, the reason I started to get along, what I like the most about practicing law is helping people. There's all kinds of aspects about practicing law. You hear people getting into it for other various reasons, to make money or do this or get into politics. But to me, the most rewarding part about it is you actually get to help people. And that's people is what I mean by that is just the everyday working person. And I saw that in him, how he changed and helped so many people's lives, and so that had a direct impact on me and why I got into practicing law.
Is there any quote you can remember that he told you growing up, or a statement or something that's lingered with you that he said?
Quote. I can't think of a quote. He was very big on working hard. He would talk a lot about working hard. He's the one that first kind of informed me that practicing law is not a 9 to 5 day a week job. He instilled on how many hours you have to work, so he was big on that. That's probably the best thing I remember him telling me is how hard you had to work in order to succeed, be successful.
So he passed away in, correct me if I'm wrong, 2006. If he was still alive right now, is there any last thing you would want to say to him?
I would say thank you for his advice, for his vision, and for guiding me from my childhood even to my early years of practicing law.
Well, is there anything at all you'd like to add?
No, just he was a good man, he was a great man, a great lawyer. The law firm that he started now, that my brother and myself are continuing, has been in existence now for almost 80 years. And so it's just, it's great to see his vision, his legacy being able to be continued today.
Okay, well, I'm going to ask for your number and email for any follow-up questions, but other than that, that's the end of my interview. So
Okay.
thank you so much for letting me interview you.